Everyone in the city knew her name, though few dared to speak it aloud: Isabella Moretti, the only daughter of billionaire tycoon Victor Moretti, a man who owned skyscrapers, private islands, and politicians alike. Isabella was beautiful, brilliant, and brutally untouchable. Not because she was cruel, though many called her that, but because she was impossible to understand. She fired assistants within days, reduced executives to silence with a single look, and walked through luxury restaurants as if the world owed her an apology. Therapists failed. Elite tutors quit. Bodyguards rotated weekly. No one could handle her, as the gossip columns loved to say. And Isabella seemed perfectly fine with that. On a rain-washed evening in Manhattan, Isabella stormed into Luna Mare, an upscale restaurant her father partially owned. The maitre d' stiffened. The staff froze. Someone whispered, "She's in a mood." Plates trembled in hands. Managers silently prayed. Isabella took her usual corner table, tossing her coat aside, eyes sharp with a storm no one dared ask about. Her phone lay dark on the table, she'd smashed it earlier. Another argument with her father. Another reminder that wealth could buy silence, not understanding. That was when Maya approached. Maya wasn't supposed to serve that table. She was new. A waitress with tired eyes and calm hands, working double shifts to pay off her mother's medical bills. She didn't recognize Isabella at first: no entourage, no spectacle, just a young woman radiating anger like heat. Maya smiled, not the fake service smile, but a gentle one, and placed a glass of water down without a word. Isabella looked up, irritated, ready to dismiss her, then paused. "You're not scared," Isabella said flatly. Maya tilted her head. "Should I be?" Silence crashed between them. A nearby server nearly dropped a tray. No one spoke to Isabella like that. Ever. "I asked for sparkling," Isabella snapped. Maya nodded calmly. "You asked with your eyes, not your words. I brought what you needed, not what you wanted." That should have been the end of Maya's job. Instead, Isabella laughed, once, sharp and surprised. It echoed like something long forgotten. She studied the waitress with curiosity rather than contempt. "Sit," Isabella said suddenly. "I can't." "You can," Isabella replied. "Because I said so." Maya sat. And in that moment, something impossible happened. Isabella talked. Not about money or power, but about exhaustion. About being raised like an investment. About people who loved the idea of her name, not the person beneath it. Maya didn't interrupt. She didn't fix. She just listened. When Isabella finished, the anger drained from her face, replaced by something fragile and unfamiliar. "You're different," Isabella murmured. Maya smiled softly. "No. I'm just not trying to own you." Across the room, a manager watched in disbelief. For the first time in years, Isabella Moretti stayed at a table without complaint. And for the first time ever, she asked a waitress her name. Victor Moretti heard about the waitress before he ever met her. Reports came in whispers: his daughter was visiting the same restaurant repeatedly, staying longer, leaving calmer. No destroyed phones. No public scenes. Victor didn't believe it until he saw it himself. One evening, he arrived unannounced at Luna Mare and found Isabella laughing, actually laughing, with a waitress pouring tea like it was the most natural thing in the world. Victor froze. In decades of power, he had never seen his daughter look so human. He demanded to meet Maya. In his private office overlooking the city, Victor studied her like a balance sheet. No pedigree. No connections. No fear. "Do you know who my daughter is?" he asked. "Yes," Maya replied. "And I know who she isn't." Victor leaned back. No one had ever answered him that way. "Then tell me," he said slowly, "what did you do that no one else could?" Maya didn't hesitate. I stopped trying to control her. Isabella entered then, furious. She thought Maya was in trouble. She thought this was another ending. But Victor surprised them both. He offered Maya a position, personal liaison, counselor, whatever title money could dress up. Maya declined. I won't be bought, she said gently. But I'll stay if Isabella wants me to. Isabella chose her. Not her father. Not the empire. Her. Over time, Maya didn't tame Isabella, she freed her. They traveled quietly. Ate street food. Talked about dreams that had nothing to do with billions. And when the press finally discovered the mystery waitress, the world expected scandal. What they saw instead was transformation. Isabella began running her own foundation. Victor stepped back. Power shifted, not with force, but with understanding. One night, Isabella asked, "Why me?" Maya answered, "Because even the strongest people need someone who sees them without fear." And that was the impossible thing the waitress did. She didn't change the billionaire's daughter. She reminded her who she was before the world told her who to be.